What's up, my Naija people? You already know it's your favorite boy, King Zeb, and I'm from Short Lips TV. Rape cases recorded in Nigeria or in our society today has been one that actually been alarming. Sometimes these cases have been reported daily across the nation, and this is not something that's actually cool for the society. So I'll be asking Nigerians today on the streets, what are the innate causes of rape? Or what do you think can be done by the government to see rape as a more serious offense? Also, I'll be asking, why do you think the society tend to shame rape victims even more than the perpetrators themselves who actually committed the crime? What would be your advice to the rape victims out there? Those are the questions I'll be asking Nigerians on the street today. While you are watching, stay glued to your screen. Let me take you on the ride. And that's what's up. What are the innate causes of rape?
Basically is it's lack of home training. I have a son, so I make sure I train my son in such a way that he doesn't go out there and mess up. I tell him reasons why you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that. So I feel these guys that actually perform this kind of bad attitude, it's coming from the home. If they don't have a good home training, like their mother did not properly train them, they go out there and they mess up. Like the girls too, their parents, like their mother should be able to like make sure they wear good clothes out there. You don't expose your body. I have a girl, if she's sitting, I'll say close your legs. I'll teach her how to sit. If she's dressing up, I'll teach her how to dress. She doesn't expose part of her body, because sometimes those guys that doesn't have a very good home training, seems to like, I feel it's a tense like when they see these girls like maybe part of their body or the way they feel they're just like they're free. You understand? That's when they have this opportunity to like come into the girls and, boom. And before you know, rape comes in.
Is low self-esteem. There are some young men who grapple with the issue of low self-esteem, and as a result of that, they go into this despicable act of rape.
Yeah.
Social phobia, low self-esteem, and it could be as a result of psychological orientation. There are those who, because of their psychological mode, they've been victim of it while they were growing up.
Yeah.
And the environment they live in is a very hostile one. They're exposed to sexual perversion. It could subsequently lead to rape. Thank you.
For the men, is losing of control. Then for the girls, is that because of the parents, the way the parents take care of their children. That is what is called. When you leave your child, if you have a girl child, you as a mother, you have to be careful the way the child move and the preference that the child have. So if you are a good mother, you don't need to leave your child, most especially a girl, you don't need to leave your girl child to be walking without your consent, or even send her far away where you know that don't know how to reject something.
Actually mindset, what you actually think inside you. Sometimes they say it's the devil's work, sometimes they say it's the spirit. No, it's actually when you think of it, maybe not today, but you do it today. It's something you have already think of before, and then you can't just wake up one day and do something you have never think of, like something you have never ever had in mind. It's something you have in mind that you wake up one morning to do. So that's just the reason. And another reason is our ladies too, they are indecent dressing. That's another thing I think that causes rape.
Too many things can cause rape. It's just that we have come to a society whereby people think when a woman dress abnormal, it can cause rape. But I believe anything that happens to you in life, it has to do with mind. It has to do with self-control. So a situation whereby you are in that situation and you cannot be able to control yourself, it can cause rape. So, and sometimes too, it could be a false thing that, okay, it's an opportunity. Let me just do it.
If you watch our ladies today, what they are wearing could, move somebody to do what they don't supposed to do, of course. I used to tell people, it's somebody who is well trained supposed to dress properly. And our God has advised us to dress properly.
Some men, they are just possessed with that spirit that they could just see someone that's less privileged or anybody, then they will just rape that person. I think some spirit. You see some men, they have come of age to marry. Maybe they don't have wife or girlfriend. And as a adult, perhaps they are feeling horny. They don't have any option. They will just go and rape someone.
To me, the main causes of rape is insecurity. Like you see the way the country is right now, there's no security. And poor power supply, because why I should say poor power supply, like for instance, you see in the night, you moving through some areas, you see that place is dark. Even around 7 o'clock is dark, and by the time you are coming, you can't see somebody that's coming from the other side, and you're just alone. So you see, if something is happening in that particular area, for instance, that you can't, even if you are coming by, you can't even know what is happening there. Sure. Something about some rape can be going on there, or any other violence.
Most people today, they use raping as a source of ritual. You understand me now? If they don't meet the teenagers, the aim of getting rich will not work for them. So they will be instructed to meet the teenagers before their aim will come to reality. That is why you see the oldest people that, sleep or slept with the teenagers just to achieve their aims of getting rich through ritual.
The individual, they say you'll be addressed the way you're dressed. We as humans, our minds are different. Some might look at you and think you're okay, but some other person might have a different perception about you and want to have a different interaction with you. So people are being tempted. She's beautiful, she's nice, and then they go ahead and do whatever it is that they want to do. And the society today, because of the way things are, no one is being educated on that. No one knows the repercussion of that. No one knows what happened after that. So they think it's a normal thing.
Most things that causes rape is how women dressed, as how they dress. And most of the times, some guys, I don't know how they always feel when they see women like that. Most of the times, they can't control their urge.
I believe it's the lack of insecurity in the country. And some men need to always have this self-discipline so that you don't allow the situation of the country to make you do what you're not supposed to do. My own best understanding, I just think, is the insecurity of the country.
Depend on the mind, and some goes by habit. But to me, I look at it as a deliberate act, and I condemn it. Those that did it, most of them may be inability to talk to the adult one, but most of the cases is inability to finance the ladies.
There are people who rape very underage children, pedophiles, and you can't tell me that child was dressing indecently, obviously. So it's just a psychological problem on that person's part. So people who have psychological problems that lead them to raping other people, I don't know, they just have that part of them that rapes. The same way there's someone who is just naturally a thief, whether he wants to steal or he doesn't want to steal, he walks into the shop, he must shoplift. So there are people who are just like that. Do you have to rape someone?
What do you think can be done by the government to make rape a serious offense?
Yeah, anybody that commits this rape offense should be persecuted, you understand? Once, because by the time others sees it, I think it will actually reduce the rate which this rapists perform whatever they are doing.
We can actually do that by using formidable legislation to discourage it. We can pass a legislation, toughen the legislation. Anybody who goes into that act, the law should take its full course. When people are penalized for rape and they see that you actually penalize, it will deter would-be offenders from treading on that path.
This government issue don't tire me. Because when it be serious, they know they take it serious. People where the thing they happen to, now people when no get money. Now people will never see food to chop. So nobody answer them. So if it happen to big men, people will not say they feel use their money, do anything. Now when they feel answer. As me, I never chop. Now I never chop like this now. Whether I feel talk, whether they go enter their ear. Me, myself, I was raped. So, but when they take the case to court, they was doing it like this. Do. That's how they do the corner. Everything went like that. They only say, make the boy be in prison till when I will born, because he wasn't pregnant. Till when I will born. And from there, I dropped from school till today like this. So that kind of issue like that, me and if you don't have money, you don't have a mouth. Now wetin me understand for Nigeria.
The way they are thinking it now, I think is. Let me share my own story.
Yeah.
I've been a victim before. I've gone to Kirikiri 4 months for this same rape of a thing, but I never did it.
Well, would you like to share that with us?
Yeah, sure. It was actually in Maryland. I worked at Tudor House Hotel. So the work was actually 3 days in, 2 days off. So my 2 days off, I used it to visit my uncle at Maryland. So getting to Maryland, it was on Friday, the 12th of September 2018, that it actually happened. So they arrested us that Friday 12. They never told us anything that happened until when we got to the station after like some hours. So we're now asking what we did. They now said we were being accused of raping 11-year-old girl, and her name is Blessing. So that was how we were taken to court. After 3 days in the station, they took us to court. I stayed there September, October, November, December. I was later released. Only me. They arrested 2 of us. Only me was released. Today, the other guy was actually taken to court, Keja Federal High Court, for his adjournment. But they are still taking him back to Kirikiri. I don't actually know if he actually committed it, but when we went to court, they asked me to go, that they didn't find me guilty. So when you talk about rape, some girls will set you up. Some people will just see you and they will hate you and they will give you rape. And once they attack you that rape, you get into the station, since they know that rape, it's a capital offense, they will so deal with you in a way that when we got there, so many people like share out their own experience, what actually brought them. Some actually committed it, which they said, some never did.
If the government wants to take care of that aspect, they should try as much as possible to make it more serious. Anybody that's firstly, he rape a woman, that person should just go straight hanging. You understand? So when they see a very tough law going on, I think it should be taken care of.
Government should enact a law that will be very much serious, so that we all will know when you go against the law, this is what you are going to face. That has been the way to stop whatever the government wants to really stop, so that everybody will know that when you go contrary to the law that government has enacted, you face
employment. Unemployment is a big issue. But they said the idle mind is devil's workshop. You understand? So when one is not being engaged, the mind will start taking other stuff, which is very, very bad to the society.
I think government should bring an instruction that if they catch anybody that rape, this is the consequences that is going to face. They should put a law.
The government still need, to control the mode of our dresses. You understand me now? But maybe a law should be passed that will tackle abnormal dress in our society. Whosoever that dress abnormal should be arrested and fined for that. If they show some people on TV, they arrest people at home, so they will learn a lesson. Get the people selling hard drugs, get them arrested. You understand me now? They must make sure they control, they eradicate selling of hard drugs, then taking of hard drugs in our society.
They need to really put some kind of okay, this is a law. If you're being caught raping someone, is it that we're cutting off your hand? And definitely they should do it on international television, on national television. Let people see it. And the bribing is too much. Someone rapes a girl and then his people comes and he bribe the officials and let my guy go, and that is the case closed. So government should actually put, their mind into this. They should actually take actions in those things. And if you're making these rules, you should make it look like, yes, this is really the outcome of if you rape someone. Yeah. Not something happens and then we talk about it for 1-2 weeks and then it's gone and nothing is happening. The person should be judged. He should go through trial. If he's going to serve terms, he should serve his jail terms. The law should be 100% effective.
If government sets an example to one person, like catch anybody that is doing such an act, they should teach that person the lesson. When they catch you now, apparently like you are in that act, like doing that act, they should teach you a lesson that you should never, so that other people that is doing that, they will learn from that. Say, if I'm caught doing this thing like this now, see what government will do to me, because I'm not setting anybody as an example that is doing that is doing it. That's how I feel. That's how I see it too.
They are even the cause of all these things. To my own best understanding, I would say they should tighten their security so that all these things will not be. Because when you put a particular mandate on something, that if you do this particular thing, you'll be sentenced to this kind of thing. So people will be afraid of such thing. So the government should work on their security.
They can sentence them because if you talk about law, if they can obey the law, there is law already.
Yeah.
If government can take up to the law and they can sentence anybody that rape accordingly, I believe with your mind, if you want to do it, if you think about the consequences, you say no. If I did this, I'll go to 7 years imprisonment or 14 years imprisonment or whatever.
I don't think there's anything they can do apart from what they are doing right now, basically, because there's nothing greater than passing a penalty on rape. Already they have done that. So it's left to you to know that, okay, I'm not supposed to do this. The society doesn't have to be a better place because of through the government. It has to be a better place from us. So it's left to us. The government has passed the law. That's the highest they can do. Nothing else they can do.
Why do you think the society tends to shame rape victims even more than the perpetrators themselves that actually committed the crime?
Because they feel by the time they open up, they'll be like, okay, maybe you were the one that went to where you were raped. You understand? Maybe it wasn't actually rape. Where did you go to? How did you meet this person that raped you? So they don't really judge by what actually happened and how it happened. I feel that's why sometimes these victims, like these people that are raped, the girls, they don't feel like, that's why they don't want to open up. Most of them, there are many of them, like let's say 75% of them.
It's a sort of understanding. A society where people have very place low premium in education, such issues are prevalent. In a very civilized climate where you discover that education is high, you see people have zero tolerance for these issues. And secondly, those who suffer from rape or victims of rape, they end up having this issue of stigma. One of the ways we can be able to discourage it by everybody crying out against this despicable abnormality.
It's by the parent. They will say it's the way their parent. It's the way their parents. Maybe they will say, if you say the mother they live am anyhow. Now what the mother they do, now they do. And maybe not from their family. Now it make sometimes when it happen like that, instead of shame to catch that man, where do that thing, you go turn back and catch the girl where they force, and the man go come stand the both self because of say government. No one put mouth. Hadn't been now what the government they put mouth. If the government put the mouth, government take the person, put am for public where we say even small pikin go see the person face, adult go see the person face. Person wey no am go see am. Na him go shame. But if you don't do am, like this check on the one where they hear last 2 weeks, man rape just 7 years girl because of saying give her 500 naira. Now that girl don't bear that name forever and ever for that area. But the man now, highest next 2 years now, if he die, that one don't go. But if to say they catch that man now, put am for public or bring am for this roundabout, people wey know am do am speed. Everybody wey know am come do am something. At least if for no see road come out for this for inside a house again. And even though you have another children, you could advise them, never you try do this canting. That is no good. That people will do you this. Government will do you this. But this is when they do them, nobody will answer them. They will go free.
If you see a girl that is always she's always half naked, and one day she comes out and say, I'm being raped, what would you do? You'd be like, come on, after all, you're wearing this thing, so it's nothing. True. You know? You see a girl posting stuff on the internet, and tomorrow stuff like naked stuff, and tomorrow she comes out and say this happened to me. Nobody wants to listen to her. Rather, they will shame her. They'll say, oh, look at you have their dress half naked and walk on the road and all that, So most people, because of what they read on social media, they find it, so ashamed of coming out and say I was being raped because they think people will shame them. Yeah. If you didn't go to his house, how would they have raped you?
Because, like, most times when they rape girls, they feel like it's because they are not dressed properly. Yeah. That's just the main reason why they shame the rapers. That okay, you were not dressed properly and everything.
It's just the face. That's why I say it's mad. If the girl will feel like, how do I face people out there? You understand? And if the victim start feeling so, people around will start seeing her as if he has done something that has not been done before. For me, I'm just saying from my own understanding, nobody is shaming anybody like, okay, that this girl was raped. It's rape. She didn't do it willingly. She didn't do it voluntarily. She was forced, right?
I think it's just societal happening. I think it's just naturalism. the society we find ourselves in. That's just it. I think basically just society.
So what would be your advice to the rape victims out there?
They should not be ashamed at all. They should just open up. They should just, like, immediately they should just open up and let justice be performed on it. That's what I feel.
My advice to rape victim: when you go through, talk to somebody about it. Look for a counselor, talk to the counselor, and look for somebody who is very spiritual to go through a mentorship training of the person. When a person who has also been a victim of rape issue, and somebody who has been a rape issue and survived it, if you know such person, talk to him or her. They can be able to guide you accordingly. And also, do not try to stay safe. Do not work late at night, and don't stay in an environment that is hostile all alone. Try and stay with somebody.
But now I go tell them, say, when they get the patient, when they don't pray to God, to their God, God will still find another way to clean their eyes. Because me, myself, as it happened to me, thank God, God has found another way to clean my own tears. Today I'm married, proper married, wedding, traditional wedding and court marriage. By God's grace, I have two children in my husband's house now. Plus that one, making it 3. You have to know how to mend yourself as a girl. You forget about all these follow men. Focus on God. Pray to God. Have your business or work your work or you go to school. It depends how you lay your bed. That's how you lie or you lie on it.
Just because it has happened to you doesn't mean your life has ended. Okay, things happen for reasons. You know, they say experience is the best teacher, but sometimes experience isn't really the best teacher. You know, but this happened to you, so you can actually advise some other person closer to you on, look, you're not supposed to dress this way. Don't go to this place by this time. You know how things, you know. Yes, if something doesn't happen to you, you know how to tell some other person.
They should put God's intervention into it. What has happened has already happened. And I think they should go for a checkup in case of if there's any physical challenge that the person that raped them is facing. Maybe there's any physical challenge, maybe disease or anything. They should first go for the physical treatment. Then after then, they should put to God in prayer and be very careful.
My advice to them, they should not take it as if the world has ended. They should move on with their lives. Then if you have experienced it before, most of it, you keep late in the night or you like isolating yourself. You always be alone. As a lady, avoid it.
Speak up. Don't go to Twitter. Take it to the court. Don't go to Twitter and rant. Nobody's going to help you. Twitter is not a court of law. Twitter is a social media. It's a social media. Take it to the court. Arrest the person.
Yes, my Naija people, we've come to the end of this segment, and I hope you really enjoyed this segment as much as I did. So if you enjoy my content and you want to continue seeing more content like this, I beg you all to please subscribe to our YouTube channel at Short Lips TV, also on Instagram at Short Lips TV. So don't forget to sign up to our anonymous website at www.shortlips.com, a platform where you can discuss any issue or topic at all without putting a face or name to it. And the best part of it is no topic is off limits. But until I come your way next time, you already know it's your favorite boy King Zeb, and I'm from Short Lips TV.